Good morning, friends. It's Sandra Clay. I'm the pastor at Cooks United Methodist Church, and I am grateful for these moments. I don't know about you, but I'm looking for things that kind of anchor my day, help me find a sense of direction and orientation. And so in case you're needing that, it's Wednesday, April the 1st, and this is no joke. The situation we're facing is no joke. Some of the things I'm going to share with you today are no joke, though you may be tempted to think so. This is how I want to start today, is that if you have seen on my personal Facebook page, and no need to go there if you haven't, but I've been posting a dance video that helps get me moving. Most of these songs are a part of a personal playlist whenever I'm out walking the dogs or vacuuming or doing something like that. And so I posted today because I woke up with this song on my brain. Scary as that might be, is Too Legit to Quit by MC Hammer. I told you this was no joke. So sometime after this devotional time, go and look that up. YouTube it so that you can dance along with him and have a good time. But in case there are those of you out there listening who have no idea who MC Hammer is and how funny Too Legit to Quit might be for a devotional thought, let me remind you, in the late 80s, MC Hammer came on the scene as a rapper, quick fame, a couple of recognizable songs, and then these rumors began to swirl about whether he really had any longevity or would be able to sustain a career, either because of talent or because of the way he navigated the business. And he came out with this song in response to that, basically saying, "I am too legit to quit." Now, so hang with me. The verse I want to share with us today, and I'm going to encourage you to write this on your heart, especially because we begin today kind of a new 30-day period of being safer and loving one another. Paul wrote a letter to the Galatian Christians who were primarily Gentile Christians. And so the crisis that prompted his letter to them was that there were false teachers who were trying to teach or convince these converts to the faith that it would be best, crucial even, for them to follow the expectations of the law. And so his response to them was this. I'm reading from the 6th chapter. This is verse 9. It's very easy, and it's apropos for right where you and I are right now. Let's not get tired of doing good, because in time we'll have a harvest if we don't give up. I want you to hear it again. Let's not get tired of doing good, because in time we'll have a harvest if we don't give up. I want you to think about these words with me. It's a short sentence. It speaks right to where we are, but it is packed with so much wisdom, friends. So let's kind of work through it a little bit by a little bit. Let's not get tired. Another way to translate what's written there in the Greek is to lose heart or to grow weary. Here we are in the same experience, basically, as many all over the world, though we have different abilities to respond to that. We thought that a couple of weeks being self-isolating and sticking close to our own homes and protecting one another was going to be the best thing we could do to love one another. But then you hear we got 30 more days at least. And we begin to wonder what day of the week it is. Can I do this? The folks within my the walls of my home are getting on my nerves. I've lost all sense of orientation and rhythm to my days, to my weeks, to my life, because I can't get out and go and do things. It's time for us to not lose heart or to grow weary in doing good. Now, good there, well, first of all, there is a line in, I'll get to that in a minute. When we think about good, and we understand from the Greek language, the language of the New Testament, it's not just about doing the right thing. It's about doing the righteous thing. So when you and I look at the circumstances that we're in right now, whether you're an essential worker or whether you're doing your best to stay at home, whether you've got other people within the walls of your home that you have to care for or not, now is the time for us to do the righteous thing. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, relationally, in every way we can imagine, the righteous thing is always about love. How do we respond in our times of frustration with love? We do the good thing or the right thing. We speak with kindness and with gentleness. The righteous thing physically is for us to stay at home, to do what we can, as frustrating as it is and as maddening as it is. We are too legit to quit doing good. It doesn't matter what our minds tell us or what we want to do, that we maybe a few minutes out, and what I mean by out is like out in public, what aren't going to matter. I'll be safe. Please, let's not get tired of doing good, because in time we'll have a harvest if we don't give up. It's important for us to look at what we mean by time. In the Greek language, there are at least two words that help us understand the power or the reality of time. The first is chronos, and so that's where we get the word chronological. So we know moment to moment to moment. 2 weeks is turning into another 30 days, and who knows what else after that. There are all kinds of implications, and so time can be that linear experience that we have. That's what we most often think about, but there's a beautiful word in the Greek language, the very word that Paul uses here, and that is kairos. In kairos time, it means in the appropriate season, in the right season, in the perfect time. It's not for you and I to worry about the days, though the days begin to seem to wear on for us. In time, in God's time, we will have a harvest if we don't give up. And so think about the harvest that could come from what you are doing today by doing the good or the righteous thing, for you to be patient, for you to be forgiving, for you to be kind, gentle, and not just with other people, but with yourself, friends. Think about the harvest that we will have. We will know a new measure of hope and joy and peace than we have had in a long time, because before all this, we were depending more on ourselves and more of what we could get out of the world. Come on, tell the truth. And so when we begin to think about what we are learning, what we could be learning now, maybe what you are learning, and that is love for one another and an appreciation for what we already have. Some of it we take so for granted. Can you imagine even 30 days from now having a deeper understanding of really how precious what we have is? Can you imagine 30 days from now understanding the very precious gift of life? What it means to put your feet on the ground in the morning and fill your lungs with air, breath, spirit that comes from God, and think about what God wants for you and what God intends for you in the gift of this day. You know, Dr. Anthony Fauci became the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases about the same time MC Hammer came on the scene. This man knows something, y'all. And so when an expert, someone who has been watching disease and trends, and he knows how hard it is to make a prescription like this, when he tells us that the right thing, the good thing, the righteous thing is to not give up. Don't give up together. So again, I want to challenge you to do a couple of things. Surely one of them has got to fit your bill. You can find MC Hammer's video somewhere and bust a move sometime today. And remember that there is joy in this day because it has been given to you by the God of the universe, the one who created you. You might even think about starting a gratitude journal if you don't have one. Let's intentionally think about the good things that are a part of this day and focus our minds, our hearts, our souls on the things that will enable us to not give up because we are too legit to quit. We are in this together, my friends, and I am praying for you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine or whatever it is that God is giving you in the place where you are today. And I trust that God is holding you in God's hand. Love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.